Good morning, students. Today's topic is the continuation of chapter number 4, Forest Society and Colonialism from History. And today I will discuss with you three topics. Number 1 is land to be improved. Number 2, sleepers on the tracks and plantations. So, students, as I told you in my last class, that deforestation done by the Britishers and people only for the land and also to complete the demand of growing population and also for industrialization and constructional and developmental activities. Okay, so in this series your topic number 1 is land to be improved, in which near about in around 600, near about 1/6 of India's land mass was under cultivation. But now that figure has gone up to about half. And as population increased day by day over the centuries and demand for food and other facilities went up, peasants extended to boundaries of the cultivation, and for the cultivation of the crops, peasants and farmers and industrialists required a lot of land. That's why they started to clear forest and breaking new land. And after the coming of British age in all over the India, Britishers also were keen to expand the cultivated land due to the variety of reasons, in which number 1 is British directly encouraged the commercial crops in place of food crops like jute, sugar, wheat and cotton. These are all the very important crop on that time, and Britishers wanted to grow that crop in India and rest part of the colony of Britain. And that's why they cleared the land for the cultivation of above commercial crops. And in Europe also, where population was increasing continuously and food grains were needed to feed the growing population of Europe, and also in industrialization era of Britain, due to the construction of many industries, these industries of Britain also required a raw material, especially raw cotton from India. And after that, in the early 19th century, second reason was the colonial state or Britishers always thought that the forest was unproductive and wild, and there is no use of forest. That's why they cleared the important part of forest to brought under cultivation. And in place of forest covered regions, they wanted to cultivate crops to earn more and more money and also to receive more and more revenue from the products. So finally, between 1880 and 1920, the cultivated area of India rose by 6.7 million hectares. Okay? After that, students, we and everyone always thinking that cultivation of more and more crops on the land, it means availability of more and more food and food security in all over the India, and also it is a sign of progress. But my dear students, we should never forget that for the cultivation of land, forests have to be cleared. And if forest will be clear, it means loss of flora and fauna, and also loss of variety of species of flora and fauna from Indian subcontinent. Alright. After that, next topic is sleepers on the tracks. So students, as I told you in my previous explanation that the meaning of sleepers is wooden planks led across a railway track to hold the tracks in proper position. So students, in the starting of the 19th century, the oak forest of England were totally cleared by the people, and the oak forest is started to disappear. And students, one point here I want to clear that in England oak forests were totally disappearing because of only due to the demand of timber supply for the construction of navy ship and also for the construction of railways in all over the Europe. So students, after the disappearing of oak forest in England, Britishers started to look over India because disappearance of oak forest created a lot of problem of timber supply for the Royal Navy, and also one question stand in front of there that how could English ship be built without a regular supply of strong and durable timber. Okay, that's why imperial power could be protected and maintained, but question was over there that how. That's why in 1820s many search parties were sent to explore the forest of India, and students within a decade after the searching of more and more trees and durable timbers in India, trees were being felled on a very large scale, and vast quantities of timber were being exported from India to England. Okay, and after the expansion of railways track from the starting of 80s or in 1850s, it's created a new demand also. What? As you know very well that time railway was the very essential for the transportation of goods and services for colonial trade, and also to run locomotives train wood was needed as fuel, and to lay railway lines and sleepers also, or for the construction of railway lines and sleepers which were essential to hold the tracks together. And students, you can imagine that due to the cutting of Indian forest at a very large scale, because only for the construction of railway tracks, because each mile of railway track required between 1760 and 2000 sleepers. Okay, that's why in the 1816 the railway network started to expand rapidly, and by 1890 about 25,000 kilometers of track had been laid down, And in 1946, the length of the track had increased over 765,000 kilometer. All right. And you know very well that as the railway tracks constructed throughout the India, a larger and larger number of trees were felled. And in the early 1850s, in the Madras Presidency alone, 35,000 trees were being cut annually for sleepers. And student, as you know very well that Britishers were very greedy and they wanted to make more and more profit. That's why British government gave out contracts to any individual person of India to supply the required quantities of sleepers. And students, now on the basis of above example, you can understand that how the rate of forest or Indian forest started to decrease and many important varieties of trees, plants and herbs cutting down by the Britishers only to get the need of timber for the construction of railway tracks in all over the India. Alright? And students, now you can understand that only due to the British policy, India and the resource of India started to decrease. Okay? And after that, your last topic is plantations. So students, I think you are all well known about the plantations activity of Britishers in all over the India, in which a single crop is grown by the cultivators for the commercial purpose. And for the cultivation of these plantation crops, especially for the cultivation of tea and coffee and also rubber, a large number of forest covered area of the northeastern of India is cleared by Britishers to cultivate the tea, and also a large part of South Indian forest cleared by Britishers for the cultivation of coffee and rubber, only to meet the growing need for these commodities in all over the Europe. And you know very well that as I told you above that Britishers were very greedy and always wanted to make more and more profit and money. Okay, that's why a very vast or large part of the Indian forest cleared by the Europeans or European governments, and it gave to the European planters at a very cheap rates. And these areas of India were enclosed by the Britishers or planters to stop the entry of common people of India, and there they were started to grow tea and coffee in the Indian subcontinent. So students, finally on the basis of above three examples related to land to be improved and sleepers on the tracks and plantation agriculture, you can understand that how and why colonialists or Britishers were responsible for the loss of flora and fauna in all over the India. Alright, So students, for today's that's all. Thank you and have a nice day.